Hello, welcome back. Last time, cupboard diamond happened, and one little insight sent me on a sprawling adventure through several different thingies, and it was real neat. So, diamonds I have remaining here, as far as I know, are Cell, Deficient, and what's the other one? Share, apparently. Rabbit Hole does contain a green chest, but as far as I can tell, there's no way to ditch it and get out. And I think that's a pretty solid conclusion, and these other three add up to the number of diamonds that was communicated to me somewhere. So I'm gonna assume that Cell, Share, and Deficient are the only ones left. Let's work on Deficient. As the first one on the list, as far as these go. Okay, so, I think I remember more or less what this puzzle is about. So first puzzle here, how to access the paradox. This one key is going to open this door at some point. The chest needs to come into itself, which can happen with a jar. And I probably didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's done now. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna undo it. So right, the basic puzzle here. Let's see, I wanted to have put this down and jarred it up. I want a different jar to take the chest into. So I plop the chest in here, leave. Yes. Jump into this jar, and I'm here without the key. I was supposed to take the key into there. Got it. Yep. Alright. So a thing about this paradox, it's not easy to access, so I hope that it's not going to be too, Alright, so this is where the key goes. This is where the chest goes. I hope once I get the pattern here, it won't be too hard to repeat in case I have to reset. But once I get in here, I'll try real hard not to reset, I guess. Okay, so this is fine. Key goes across. I have to pop out of this chest into a place where it doesn't exist. Which means when I unlock it, it needs to be at least one level deeper than this, which is fine. I think I can just do that, right? Actually, this should be trivial to access, right? When I say things like that, they're never true. I'm gonna pop into this chest again. So 2 entries. On this one I take the block. Oh, I see the problem. Yeah, the key needed to be one deeper at that point, didn't it? Which I could have done. Okay, I see. I see how to paradox, I think. So there was one step that I was missing right there when I did that. You sure about that? I'm not. No, I'm not sure about anything. Here's a jar. Here's a jar. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did. Well, I could go here and make a jar now, and that would be the one that the key would use. It wouldn't do me any good. This is not any different from the jar I already have out there. Except it's at this layer. Let's keep a jar here. That won't do me any... Well, that's transport from down here to up there, which is not super meaningful, is it? Maybe it is. It could be. Okay, I do have an extra resource doing things this way. Alright. So I'm up here, there's a jar down there, which would transport a thing upward, which, yes, I think is... No, it's not relevant. Is it? Maybe it is. Okay, so what I need to do is get this key into the chest here. Get the key into the chest. Which is fine? No, it's really not. Okay. So I'm losing that jar on the right, but that's fine. I don't need it. I'm gonna enter this like 3 times. Having done that... I desire to enter again, hold the chest and exit, which won't work. Okay, no, I desire to enter again, take a jar. Put the chest into it. Is that so? I don't know, maybe. Leave it there and exit. Right, so now I'm in a circumstance where I'm in this chest several times with the key. Before I do anything else, I need to move that block? I think it works to jar here. Take the block into the jar, meaning the block will be up here, the key will be down there. I'll pick up the key, I'll exit from the chest. In the process, I'll also throw the chest over. And the block. And everything will be where it needs to be. Okay. I jar. I block the jar. This goes here. This goes here. I'm inside that chest at least twice. I'm not sure. Okay, was a jar, but I think that's okay. I still think I'm inside the chest at least twice. Yes. Okay. And I think I was inside it 3 times. I'm still inside it twice. So all I do to Paradox is unlock this, put the chest there, and exit. Okay, okay, there we go. That took some effort. It did Paradox me. This is something I haven't seen before. Could I have brought something with me? Yes. Yes, I wanted to bring the block with me. Yep, gotta bring the block with me. Got it. Right. I could have absolutely had that in my hands. It would land here. That blower could blow it up and, well, but then it'd just be up in the air and I couldn't access it actually. Okay, so what is going on here? There's no reason not to play around before I restart. So this is traversal from side to side. I am not sure if I can also do that under my own power. There's something silly going on with key physics, huh? Okay, so from my experiences in base game of Recursed, the air column is quantized. I can't put it like halfway in between, and there isn't even a halfway that would be useful here. So wait, the air column decided to be there? Or is it in both of these columns? Hold up. So that's getting the keys. There's a ceiling. Okay, there's a ceiling. Got a weird idea. No, it loses horizontal momentum as it, I can't keep it, like, gently floating forward. There's definitely no way I could have brought the chest with me. I can't re-paradox. Because, like, if I had the chest in my hands, then, you know, I just pop out of the chest and everything would be fine. There's no way I can use a jar to destroy it. Wait, hold on. So here's a thing I can do. First of all, let's get both keys on the same wait, no, I only need one. Well, isn't this just a matter of... Why do I only need one? That's weird. No, it's not just a matter of... I can't get up and... What? I can't have the blower in a useful place while I'm up here. Options are pretty limited. Is it meaningful that I could maybe drop this down here and use the blower on it? No, because then I'd be down there. Let's say I brought the block with me. It would have to stay down in here until I blew it upward, and in doing that I'd be trapped down at the bottom and unable to do anything. Maybe... Okay, see, like, I don't even have a way to get myself up to those doors. If I did, I could take a key with me. It feels like this is expecting me to re-paradox somehow. Could I have brought a jar? Sure, probably. If I had brought a jar, what would have been useful? Even if I brought a jar, I couldn't... I could use it. I can enter an object while down under this by jumping, holding an object, throwing it down, and going into it. Then I jump low enough not to clear the rope, and I would land in the container. Containers would be jar or chest, but I can't imagine how I would bring a chest. Or I could bring a block. I couldn't bring a key because I have to use that to access the paradox. Okay, so one more time. Just with what's in this room, is there anything whatsoever that I can do? It's bizarre to me that there are two keys here and two doors, but both lead directly to the diamond. Making me think there's some reason there are 2 keys here. Yeah, I can't have things just keep on drifting forever. They lose their... well, I lost that. And that's fully lost. No retrieving it ever. Bounds of this air column are pretty small. That seemed to make a larger one. Yeah, okay, so it's covering 2 tile columns of space. If my character's center is within one of those 2, then I get lifted upward. So if I moved it left just a little bit, this left edge would stay where it is. Okay, like my foot is... my foot right now is in the center of the snowflake behind it. And I can also go as far right as, you know, having my nose at the same horizontal position as where that ledge ends. If I move left slightly... yeah, it feels like it's a couple of pixels more left. Maybe I was able to do that and I just didn't realize it. Just so that I know. Okay, I was able to do that and I just didn't realize it. Yeah, okay. I can go this far left like that. Okay, so anyway. Quantized to tiles. That's what I was talking about. I can't get a hold of the lift up there. Yeah, I'm not seeing this. Okay, so I guess let's think about what I could bring with me, because I can definitely bring an object, but I mean, there's this thing that guards against bringing objects and doing much of anything with them. The chest's the most interesting one, but I don't think I can bring it? If it was in my hands, then I would just pop out of it and not paradox. So yeah, I can't have my hands on the chest I am using to paradox unless it exists in a room that... Let's see, is there a circumstance where I could be holding the chest that I am using as my entry point to the paradox? I think there is not, because in all cases where I did that... Oh, but if I had a jar containing the room with the chest and stuff, it would still be there behind the door. It would still be there behind the door. I could bring the block in, get the chest up, and... I'm not sure what else, but yeah, okay. So it'd be behind the door. I'd bring the jar containing the room. I'd still have to be able to physically access the chest. Using one of these keys, sure. I'd have the problem of actually getting to the thing, so what the jar contains would matter a lot. Okay, so this is... yeah, so this puzzle really is all in the setup. Alright, so let's look at this. From up there, I definitely can't jump here. So exit out of this to a room where the chest is pinched in the door. It's still there, it's not destroyed, it's just temporarily gone long enough for me to access the paradox. In my hands I have a jar of something. I mean, it's a jar that contains this room in some state. When I enter the jar, I'd be up on that ledge, by necessity, because that's where the jar spot is. Therefore, to access all the stuff on the right, I would need... Okay, I think the jar just needs a jar in it. To extract the chest, I need a few things. That is a 3 tall ledge right here. I can only do this empty-handed. If this were only 2 tall here, well, other than trivializing the puzzle out here, that would mean that I could bring one of those permanent keys. Yeah, one of those. The reason there are 2 keys there is that one of them re-unlocks this door to gain access to the chest again. In doing that, I'm going to have a complicated jar setup. Can I have jarred... Oh, if I paradox by using the jar spot instead of the exit, then I'll just land in the paradox holding the jar, right? Okay, so let's learn these steps. I did them once. Now let's really do them. I did this with a single jar. So one single jar here. Chest goes in. I'll be making a new one after entering this several times. Let's do it more than 3 times. 1, 2... Wait, no, I have to exit all the way back out, so 0. So just any jar. They're all the same. Key goes in. Key goes into chest, let's say 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I don't need anywhere near that many, but you know, this way I'm safe. So yeah, first of all, I just want to paradox with the jar spot. I'm going to jar that chest to get it up there. 4 entries, I think, at this point. Because the next one... Okay, so I'm in a jar that is 4 times inside this chest right now. I need to move the block, which I can do this way. I need to move the key, which I can do by just exiting with it. Losing the jar exit, which is totally fine. Yeah, okay, this actually makes things real simple. So that's jar exit. Here's one of my chest exits. I have 3 left. Yeah! There's a jar spot there. It does alarming things. Alright, so key's gonna go down here. This is different from how I did this the first time. That's okay. Probably. 2 left, and all I gotta do is put it in the thingy. Oh, interesting. I think I see how it is. So here's how I'll recover the chest. I unlock this. I have 2 left. This has to stay there. I need that chest, though. The block really ought to be down at the bottom, I'm pretty sure? No, I'm not at all sure. But if I'm gonna paradox, I lose all my chest entries. So if I were to use the jar spot right now... I mean, I'm gonna have to. There's nothing else I can really do. So just use the jar spot. I will paradox and have a jar in my hand, right? Will I? I will. So I need to jump throw down enter. Giving me access to everything. Okay, good. Yes, that's everything that's necessary. Okay, that was way simpler than I thought. Because yeah, this is where it's unlocked. I already paradoxed. And... Right, because it attempted to go to a room up from here where I would have been holding the jar, but the jar still contained the unlocked door room. So wait, but then I don't need a second key? Telling me that I probably do need the second key and I'll be using it to re-paradox. To get a second fan. Yes, I need a second fan. Probably. Yes, okay, I just now thought that far. I need a second fan, and that's why I'm doing all this. By exiting with the chest, I will gain access to the block, but I'm not sure I do want that. Because with the block, I can do... some stuff. I can extract the chest. How will I re-paradox? Feels like I might need some more stuff here. And I'm not certain I can have more stuff. Oh boy, alright, one step at a time. It feels like... Okay, well, I'll make a jar here, I guess. Because I can. It doesn't harm anything, but I'm not going to be able to use this jar. Here, just for fun, let's go as far as to put this jar in a jar. Why not? I don't know. So this comes out. And yeah, I can really only take one of these with me. Well... Yeah, that's true. Alright. Yep, no way around it. Okay, so I'm out here with the chest. That's cool. I'm gonna do my work over on this side where it feels safer. You can't drop things down that hole. That block... would be a big help, but not sufficient on its own. I need a second blower. So I'm probably taking this chest downward and repeating that entire process, but taking the blower with me instead. Yeah, that makes sense. Problem is I don't have my block right now. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, because I can't repeat this process. The block is stuck. Huh. I can't do anything here. In fact, yeah, I'm already but I have a blower. I have a blower, and maybe that can just replace the block entirely and also come with me and make a new one of itself. Okay. I'll buy that. Yeah, if I have 2 blowers, the puzzle is done. 2 blowers in here. With the block still there, yeah, then I can extract the blower. Alright. You know, well, sure, yeah, of course you would do that. This is pretty cool. So, impermanent. Take the permanent one first. Still gotta do some, chicanery here. Well, I mean, this is going over there anyway. It's permanent. Just get it toward the door. Why am I doing this, though? I want to re-paradox, apparently? So I jar now, take the chest with me. Reasonable. I just have to make sure I'm holding that blower when I re-paradox. Okay. So I jar, take the chest with me, and I don't need the blower here anymore for a bit. Okay, and all I do... Okay, so now, but this blower, different properties from the, other thingy. Because it's not permanent, but maybe that's okay. Alright, so I definitely want a few entries into this chest. Just like 5 of them. Five's a good number. It's the one I'm using. Now what? Blower needs to come up onto the ledge. How will it do that? By exiting from the chest that's already on that ledge, and I'm already done, right? Yes, because I don't have to take a jar with me this time. Okay, great. So I'm in the chest. I exit from here. 4 left. Blower elevates all the stuff. Chest gets pinched again. Shoot. I made a terrible mistake. Ah, can't go down now. Alright, well I can repeat that. I think I understand what I did. Block in here. This is so good. Ah, I love it. Chest into jar. Me into chest here. Key into this jar. Key goes into chest several times. Let's see how many of these I need. I think it's 4. I definitely didn't use all 5. Alright, so 4 left. I used a jar to transport the chest up. 3 left, because that one's a jar now. Then I used the chest to transport the block up. Jar plus 3 left. I used an exit to transport the key up. Jar. 2 left. Right, everything's awkward here because there's just not much space. It was 3 entries I needed. I have 2 left and I only need the 1. Alright. Block sits here. Sure. This paradoxes. I jump and enter and I get the chest. I take it out, I re-enter, I get the block. That liberates the chest so I can access the rest of the puzzle with it. This is so cool. Ah, every time one of these puzzles happens. Man, it's just super great. Alright, chest liberated. Key comes with. First. Okay, so just don't make that silly mistake I made. Blower goes here, jar gets chest in with me. Blower gets me and the key up to... Hold on, no. I take this in a couple of times. Let's go 3. 3 is plenty. Like 3 is definitely more than I need. Wait, this looks like more of a problem than I thought. Once the blower is here in this position, I can never get it back at all. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can get both of the objects in there, but the blower's gone, and I need it. I don't have this. Do I go up the other side? Through the crystal. I go up the other side. That's pretty good. I think. That seems right. 2 left, I think. Alright, so 2-way traversable. See ya, crystal. Poof. Alright, blower's there and... Ah! That's fine. Retrievable. So right, this is when I paradox. The jar will contain the blower. So my very last step, there's one important thing I need to do before I paradox. So I toss this down here. I open this up. I mess everything up because now I'm down here. What? Oh, you are tricky. No, that doesn't work. Still got a problem here. I can't get back to that blower. There's nothing in this room. That's not a paradox yet. I need a jar, or else I don't get the blower. All I did was lose resources doing this. Why'd that make a jar sound? Because my last exit from this screen was entering a jar. It shattered the jar that's not in this version of the room now. Okay, so... that's close, but something's missing. So final traversal through there has more to it. Layers. Lots of layers to this puzzle. Alright, well, I understand these actions, at least. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. I jar the chest. That uses one of them. Well, I'm jarring the key, but putting the chest in the jar to move it. Then I chest the block. Do I? Yes. Then I exit for the key. Twice. One left. That's the one that paradoxes me. I open the door, I put the chest in it. And I use this to access the jar spot, right? All good so far. Got the jar spot, re-enter the jar to get both chest and... well, to get chest, then re-enter the chest to get the block. Got the block. Drop, pick up, go here. Key and chest. Alright, so right here is where I start needing to consider things very carefully. Or, well, not yet, but right about here. What it feels like to me is I need to get this chest over the top through the crystal, pop it down on the right side, come back. But I need to open that door. Like, opening that door is what I don't know how to do yet without losing something I need. I can't open it from the right without being down in that pit. I can't open from the left without having to go up this thing. Going up this thing means this has the same consequence. I'm down below the cliff over there, and I can't get back to the left, and I can't get back over top. So, yeah, we got a problem here. If my whole point is to duplicate the blower by reparadoxing with it in my hands, then I don't know how to do that. If I were inside a jar right now, that would set my exit point to being up on that ledge, and I think that's what I actually do. The jar comes over, as does the chest and the key. Or wait, no, it's much simpler than that. It's much simpler than that. I dump the chest over the cliff. Down there. I can dump the key too, but then I exit while holding the blower. Oh, that's all. Okay, that's much easier than I thought. Yes, okay, got it. I was missing that step. So I right now just need to take the blower into the chest. Let's do it 3 times for safety. So 3 of these. I can always keep an object in my hand when exiting here. There's never a case where that's not true. So I'm inside 3 times. I want things up on this ledge, and I can just exit and be there with them. Okay, yeah, so I'm done. So careful. Do this, exit with that, and I'm up there. This is a fine place for the blower. Chest goes here, key goes with it. I'll exit from that point. I'll have the blower in my hand. I'll be able to keep that true as I paradox, exiting again. I think I only have 1 exit left, but 1 is enough. That's all I need. There we go. Reparadox, blower in hand, block still placed there. Perfection. Alright, and 2 blowers are enough for this, right? I think so. I just need the one there and the one here, and that's it. Done. Cool. Diamond for me. I choose to open the right door. It was closer. Great puzzle. And hey, I solved it on my first encounter with it. Well, you know, on the first day that I encountered it. It took a few tries, but that is done. Good stuff. Alright, so we still have access to share paradox and whatever's in there. And, whoa, I did that thing where I wiggled my gamepad controller and it did not like that. Or my cable, rather. I guess there's something... I get the urge to fidget with the cable connecting my gamepad to my computer when I finish one of these puzzles and I'm about to end a video. I learned something about myself. Alright, Cell. I'm afraid of Cell. I'll probably go to Share next time. I'm afraid of Share. They're both scary. Oh, alright. I'll overcome one fear or the other next time. Oh dear. Alright, one of these 2. Probably Cell, I guess. If I'm equally afraid of both, might as well do the earlier one. Alright, see you then.